Bungee jumping looks like a modern extreme sport, but the idea behind it is much older. On Pentecost Island in Vanuatu, men have traditionally performed a ritual called land diving. They build tall wooden towers, tie vines around their ankles, and dive toward the ground. The ritual is closely connected with the yam harvest, and it is also seen as a test of courage. Modern bungee jumping appeared much later. In 1979, members of Oxford University's Dangerous Sports Club jumped from the Clifton Suspension Bridge in Bristol using elastic cords. Then, in 1988, A.J. Hackett and Henry Van Ash opened the world's first year-round commercial bungee operation at Kawarau Bridge in New Zealand. At first, you are basically in freefall. Gravity accelerates your body downward, and your speed increases very quickly. Then the bungee cord begins to stretch. As it stretches, it absorbs more and more of your energy and gradually slows you down. At the lowest point, your downward movement stops, but only for a moment. The stretched cord then pulls you back upward, and you bounce several times before finally settling. How do they calculate the cord? But the cord cannot just be any length. Before the jump, the operator has to account for things like the jumper's weight, the height of the platform, the characteristics of the cord, and the clearance available below. If the system were too long, the jumper could hit the ground or water. Too short, and the jump would end much earlier than intended. And this is also why the cord doesn't simply stop you instantly. Because it stretches progressively, your body is slowed down over a longer distance instead of suddenly going from high speed to zero. Many bungee jumps use attachments around the ankles, while others use a body harness. Professional operations can also use additional or backup attachment systems. And the cords, harnesses and anchor points have to be inspected and maintained because they are repeatedly placed under heavy loads. How dangerous is bungee jumping? So what is actually dangerous about it? The biggest risks aren't simply being afraid of heights. The entire system depends on correct calculations, correct attachment, properly maintained equipment, and enough clearance below the jumper. So what looks like simply tying an elastic rope to your ankles and jumping is actually a carefully controlled combination of physics, equipment, and safety procedures. If you enjoyed the video, check out our channel for more content like this.